Yo, what is going on, guys? It is AJ Bants here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new around here. I hope you guys did all have a Merry Christmas. And in today's video, we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Govee Glide wall light. And this is pretty much a direct comparator for the LIFX beam. And I've heard a lot of good things about this, so it could be a very worthy comparator. One of the main things being the price point. The LIFX beams sell for around 170 or 180 pounds, whereas this costs only, I think, around 90 or 80 pounds. I got my one for about 80 pounds because I got it on sale. Also, reading some reviews and watching a bunch of videos on this, as I said, I've heard lots and lots of good things about this. So, not going to talk about this too much. Let's go ahead, get this unboxed and get it set up. Alright, so packaging as always, Govee's got that on point. Go ahead and get this open. Off the bat, we have the user manual, some stuff like their socials, and then we have, what is this, a starter guide? Okay, this is another guide. And then we have our 3 beams. This one that I bought actually comes with 6 beams. So I'm guessing the other 3 will be underneath these ones. But that is what the beam looks like. Let's go ahead and get all 3 of those out of there. Yep, so underneath we have our other 3. And as you can see, it comes with this adhesive on both sides, which I'm guessing is what you need to stick to the wall. We have another box. Okay, so this is our power plug. And then we've got one last box right here. And in there you have, this is the curve connector for the lights, so that you can, put a curve on them. Pretty self-explanatory. And then this is the power supply. Okay, so I've just laid everything out here for you guys so you can see exactly what comes in the box. Here we have our 6 beams along with the curved beam and the power supply we're going to need to, of course, power this whole thing. Off the bat, build quality feels really nice. It is super lightweight, which is good because I don't want to put heavy things on the wall which might potentially fall off and smash something on my gaming setup. These are really, really light. They have these adhesive pads on the back of them, which can be used for sticking on the wall. And then they have the connectors on this end, which just connect to the other ones like that. So you just clip them together. But we're going to go over that in a second. So that is what comes in the box. Now we're going to get to finding somewhere to put these up. Let's find out where we want to put these because I'm not too sure yet. Alright, I've decided where the Govee Glide light is going to go. I'm going to put it right here on the wall behind me where the Mafia vinyl picture is. I just think it looked nice there, so let's go ahead and set it up. Another cool thing I want to show you guys quickly before we set these up is that they actually have Velcro on the back of them so that you can actually take these off the wall really easily without pulling off the paint. So literally all you do is you grab this little part here and you pull it, and there you go. It's just Velcro underneath, and there's your sticky part. And then you can just reattach it like that. Sticks right back on. And then when you want to reveal the actual sticky part that sticks on the wall, you then peel this white and green label here. Really helpful. Just thought I'd show you guys that quickly before we set this up. Alright, we've got the whole thing set up. All we need to do now is plug in the power adapter thingy. It's like that, and then we're going to go ahead and hook this up to the other power supply part that it comes with. That we'll just plug into this, and then we'll get this plugged in to the mains. All right, it is the moment of truth. Let's get this plugged in. Yo, this looks so sick. I cannot even express how nice this looks. You just have to see it in person. I mean, right now the camera is kind of blowing it out because it's in white, and my camera always blows out white for some reason. But it looks absolutely incredible. It has completely transformed the setup. But what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into the Govee app, and I'll show you guys how to control this, how to change all the lights, all the different settings, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so here we are on the Govee app, which is really easy to use. What we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to connect our Bluetooth on this to the Bluetooth on the lights. So up here you'll see a little plus button on the home screen. We're going to go ahead and click the plus button, click the Bluetooth sign. It's going to go ahead and scan, and it's picked up straight away. We're going to go ahead and click on that, give it a second to connect to it, and just like that, it's connected. You can go ahead and also rename it. So we'll rename it to neon lights. Click done, and that is it. You can also, of course, connect it to Wi-Fi. We're not going to do this, so we're going to just exit that. And just like that, you are connected. It's also telling me to update it, so I'm going to update it quickly. Just go ahead and click that, click upgrade. And now it will begin the upgrade on our lights. Okay, update has been successful, and now we can go ahead and start taking a look at the features of the light. So, starting off, we have just your normal color mode, which is where you're going to go ahead and select just basic colors pretty much. So you can just click select all right here, and that will select every segment of the light. And if you go down here, you can set it to your basic colors. You have your nice blues, your greens, your whites again, which we don't want. Yeah, all your basic colors down here. If you want to get a bit more personal with the colors, you can go ahead and open up the color wheel, where you can then slide it over, if I can get it to work, there we go, to the color that you're looking for. And you just let go of it. Coming off the color wheel down here are just my saved colors. These are colors that I've used for other stuff from RGB lights. If you click it, it will then set it to that, and click something else, it will set it to that. If you want to change only individual sections of the light, it has these ticks above each light panel. So you're just going to go ahead and click on the tick. So we're going to click those ones, and then those ones, and then those ones. And if we set those to, let's say, blue, you can see that now the light has changed to blue and pink, because this is actually RGBIC, and which is really cool. It's got the gradient effect. Make sure you do have the gradient effect turned on, because if you turn it off, it makes these kind of harsh lines in between the colors, whereas if the gradient light is turned on, it has a really nice smooth blend. Moving over from color, we also have music mode, and so you have an option to switch between the transmitter on the actual RGB light or your microphone on your phone. Whichever one you want to use for it to pick up audio, it's completely up to you. You have different music modes as well, so you can change it to rhythm. We have strike, we have piano keys, which piano keys are really cool. There's a new one I haven't seen before for the Govee lights. Yeah, those are really cool. And yeah, it's just got a bunch of different modes that you can try out. You can also change the sensitivity, so if you don't want it to be too sensitive, or if you want it to be super sensitive, I can just grab that, come on, and then it will be very sensitive. As you can see, it's very colorful when I'm speaking. Coming off of music mode, we're going to go ahead and click on scenes. So in scenes is where you're going to find a bunch of different, scenes is pretty self-explanatory. Here's where you can set up like forest, so it will fade in between different greens. Sunset glow will be oranges and reds and yellows. Aurora is a bunch of different colors. Yeah, flower field. So yeah, this is the natural scene section. Then you have life, again has a bunch of different scenes. You have emotions, you have festivals, you have funny. So yeah, there's a load of different stuff you can do on this. Other than that, we also have the DIY option where you can create your own scenes. So after you click on DIY, you just go ahead and click on that plus sign. These are ones I've created before for my other RGB lights, but if you want to create a new one, go ahead and click on the plus sign up there. That will open up this page where you'll name it. You'll have like a little icon for it, which you can change to whatever you want. You can change it to a photo in your gallery. And then you can group stuff together as well. So I think if you have the same lights, so if I had these lights and another pair of them, I believe you can group stuff together like that. And then these are just different effects that you want to go with your scene. And then down here is where you'll change the colors of it. Moving back over to the main page on it, we can also change the brightness, dim it down like that, or brighten it back up, which is what I guess most people will have on. And then you can also click refresh, and that will refresh the lights, basically restart them, and then it will come back on the colors that you left it on last. Timer, which is really cool. I think most Govee lights have the timer option. Is where you can set the time you want the lights to turn on. If you're doing this in your bedroom, it'll probably be a lot more of a useful feature where you could sync it so that it turns on the same time your alarm turns on, kind of help you get out of bed. And then you also have the effects lab section, which is just a bunch of every other color that you can possibly think of without having to go into the scroll wheel. Okay, and those are the Govee Glide wall lights. I can definitely see why people are comparing these to the LifeX beams, especially when you take a look at the price difference. These are nearly, I think they are actually £100 cheaper. So you guys work it out for yourself if you want to buy these or buy those. I don't have the LifeX beam, so I can't personally judge them. One day maybe I'll purchase them so we can do a proper comparison. But for now, I am really happy with these. Definitely worth a buy if you are in the market for neon lights or RGB lights. These things are super bright. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And also make sure you do have a happy new year, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.